Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel today. Southern Fried Knowledge, Avery here. Um, I'm just kind of ticked off and frustrated. Maybe I need to start doing videos on depression a little bit. How to run a YouTube channel when you got depression. And a lot of things been bugging me. Last night, our famously horrible neighbors that we have, um, they throw parties just about every weekend. And I'm not talking about just a little bit of noise till 8 o'clock at night. I'm talking about cranking it up louder than I ever cranked it up going down the road, but they're next door to me just blaring Mexican music, and all you hear all the time is boom, 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 and that's right on the side of my house where our bedrooms are, which isn't really the point because on the opposite side of the house is where my TV in the living room's at, and I can turn my TV just about all the way up, and the windows is still shaking, and I can't hear the TV, which I'm kind of hard of hearing anyway. But the range that my hearing is messed up is the high range. I can't hear lady voices and a lot of high-pitched things, doorbells and microwave beepers going off, stuff like that. But the boom, 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 I can feel it in my head. So, I'm just sick and tired of it. They party all the damn time. It was almost 11 o'clock last night, quarter till, I think. We called the law. Pretty sure they got a scanner because the time we called the law, within a minute, the music stopped. They still had their big party tent up, and the beer cans is all over their yard and mine. And they come in my yard, and their kids was playing in my yard, probably 7, 8 youngins over there. Playing in my yard while they're partying. They had a band going one time last night. Then they had a karaoke thing going. Nothing wrong with that, but there's a time and a place and a volume level. The volume level they use is unacceptable. So after we called the law, I went out there this morning, and behind my van, I seen a Powerade bottle thrown right in my yard. And I parked my van in my yard, and there's a little road that goes down beside our house, and in between our house and the asshole neighbor's house. And there was a bottle there. Oh, no big deal. But I mean, if I dissected it a whole lot and told y'all every time I've mowed, they've been here 5 or 6 years. They've lived in this house. They throw all their beer cans, all their candy wrappers. You've never seen so much trash that they throw into my yard, not their trash can, in my yard. So every time I mow, if I mow once a week, I have to clean up for 30 minutes. If I mow for twice a month, it takes a little longer than 30 minutes to clean up their shit out of my yard. That's crazy. So anyway, before I forget it, let's get back to the Powerade bottle. And then I looked over by the Powerade bottle, and it looked, because there's a puddle where you run off of my cement in a drive. It goes just to a dirt road, and everything up here's clay, so it's kind of nasty. It fills up with muddy clay water. Looked like there was an oil slick in that puddle, because it's been raining a little bit the last few days, so there was a puddle right behind the back bumper of my van was oil. And I said, now what is that? And I looked at the Powerade bottle, and there was the lid for the Powerade bottle right next to it, but there was a bigger lid. And I said, huh. And I looked over by the house, because I usually keep about 3 gallons of oil where we've changed oil in the cars and stuff. And then when I get 3 or 4 gallons, it's usually sitting up there by our garage next to the trash can or something, kind of out of everybody's way. When it gets about 3 or 4 gallons, I haul them off to the automotive place, O'Reilly's or Advanced or somewhere, and recycle my oil. I don't go every time I just have 1 gallon. Well, I looked over there, and one of my jugs that I always keep tightly screwed, the lid was missing, and indeed that was the lid that was in the puddle of oil behind my van, and they had dumped that whole gallon of oil in that puddle, which means I got to clean that shit up. Because if I drive through it, I'm getting oil all over my tires and up under the fender well. It's just, every time you call the law on these people, and you shouldn't have to, really? Nobody's ever called the law on me. You shouldn't have to call the law. And if you did, one time would say, oh, I would come over there. They're Mexicans. Maybe they should have brought me tacos or tortilla chips with cheese sauce or something. We're sorry, neighbor. We didn't mean to disturb you. It'll never happen again. Here, have some tacos. And we'd say, oh, That's great, you know. But no, every time we called them, this time it was just an oil puddle. The last time we called the law, within a couple of days, and it's been a couple of years. I was in between work vans. Was just trying to sell a work van, so I cleaned it out and was working out of I bought a kind of a used Expedition, Ford Expedition. It was in pretty good shape though, and I kept it parked back here by the shop. Well, I come out here to get in it one day, and as I was walking up, I seen something hanging down under the Expedition, and I got down on my knees and looked up under it, and the radiator hose that hooked to the motor, not the end going to the radiator, hooked to the motor, and they use those clamp on type, not a screw on, that you got to clamp and slide the clamp back to get the thing loose. The clamp was slid halfway back of the hose, so I know they grabbed it, and I drove that thing all the time, so I know it didn't just fall off. And the radiator hose was taken loose and pointing down in the dirt under it. That's why I seen it when I walked up. They dumped my radiator out so I would blow up the motor, but I seen it when I walked out there. So, I mean, they do that. The time before that, we called the law. A couple days later, I went and got in the van, was driving somewhere, going to work. I don't remember what it was, but I was driving, and the front end was just a shimmy, and I said, what the heck is that? And I just left the house, so I turned around, eased back to the house, and looked at it, and indeed, both of my front tires, the lugs wasn't taken off, but they was just about all the way off. They had backed all the lugs off of 2 front wheels. Want me to get in a wreck or who knows what, break the studs off, I don't know. But what else these damn people? What am I supposed to do about this, you know? I'm like, I should probably write a song on here about, I got shitty neighbors, you know? I'm not racist. These are assholes that happen to be Mexican. It's making me starting to hate Mexicans. And I'm sorry, my Hispanic friends. There's probably some of you out there, people, maybe not close personal friends, but when I have acquaintances when I go in office and work at a dental office, there's Latino ladies and stuff, and I have no problem with them. So it's not really about race, but I swear I wished ICE would come load their ass up and haul them off or something, because I'm really over this. Shoot fireworks all the time laying on my roof, and they shoot the fireworks in my yard. They set up their fireworks in the side on my property and shoot them, and they landing on my van. They landing on the other side of my house. They're landing on the house. It's just, you know, what's wrong with bad neighbors? I don't get it. Why are you such assholes? You know, I want to open my window and just scream, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna fucking take it anymore. You know? It's like the movie Network. Maybe they left the F word out. Sorry for my language, but, you know, I'm kind of pissed here. The neighbors need to vacate the premises. We've called the landlords because there's about 50 of them that live there all the time. And when they have a party, there's about 150. And the landlords, because they live in another state at some big company that owns his house next door, they're like, well, we can't prove there's more than one tenant, and they're paying their rent, so we don't care, basically, is where they was at. Well, if I had the money, I would buy the house, tear the damn thing down, and get rid of their ass. You know? This is crazy. I got too many other problems going on in my life to be worried about shithole neighbors. So maybe I post this. I needed to post something, and hopefully this won't hurt my ratings, but this is just honest, truthful stuff. I'm just sick and damn tired of bad neighbors. These neighbors are the worst I've ever had. You know? I don't get it. While I'm talking and bitching, I guess I can walk around in the shop. And there's part of a wall of guitars. Probably don't need to see that, because if the neighbors, nobody watches my channel, so it's pretty safe. If the neighbors saw that, they break into my shop and start stealing guitars. That's some of what I've got. I've got a few out here. I do collect things. Those was happier times when I could collect or build. I've built some. Let's see if I can turn this around. Let's see which ones I have made. I got one off the wall. It's in there in my other room. This green one right here, I built that out of a kit, made my own modifications to it, but anyway, I did that one from a kit. This one wasn't such a good project, but I did this one from a kit. This was my first one over here that I built. It was actually a Paul McCartney style looking bass. That was the first one I did. One of the ones, I don't have any more in here that I've actually made. Let's see. Oh, I do have this one. Mandolin right there. I made that one right there. And I have fun. It's kind of a relaxing hobby and stuff. So I enjoyed making that. Right now I feel kind of like one of my two mascots here, the Hulk. I want to go over there and smash something. That's Howard the Duck, or sort of a rendition of Howard the Duck. I can relate to the Hulk, and I can relate to Howard the Duck. The Hulk, because he needs to smash stuff, and Howard the Duck, because he's trapped in a world he never made. That's how my motto, there goes me forgetting words again. Mascot, yeah, my mascot goes. I've forgotten words ever since I've gotten a wreck January 24th of 2024. Had a concussion. Hadn't really got over that. Got 6 ruptured discs. I know I say this crap all the time. But anyway, well, this was just a quick video because I do need to drop some videos. And hopefully, I apologize for foul language and anything. But this is my real life. And sometimes real life gets me upset. And I say things I mean, but maybe I say them a little bit too harshly. But anyway, I would greatly appreciate it if anybody does still like my channel. Like and subscribe and follow my videos. I'll try to get back into this thing. I need to get this going, cause with my back situation and neck messed up, and they're supposed to be doing a surgery to replace 2 discs in my neck in March, as soon as I could get it, toward the end of March. I've got some prostate surgery coming up in a week or 2. Plug through all of that stuff, and hopefully everything will come out to the good, and I'll just keep on plugging. But because my health ain't what it used to be, and I'm 65-year old now, I just decided, you know, that don't look too hard to make videos. I think I can do that. And you know what? I did a lot of things in my life that people said I couldn't do, and I got my own business now. I pulled it off pretty good. I've kicked butt. I know how to do stuff. Thanks to the good Lord for giving me the smarts to figure out how to do things. And, you know, I did pretty good. But this here starting a video channel, a YouTube channel, has been pretty much whooping my butt. It's pretty rough. You got to watch out for your copyright. So you can't hardly play any music, which, if y'all knew me, music is a really important thing to me. In fact, I just brought some CDs out here. Let's take a quick look at this. Here's some, I just grabbed some out of the van because I was going to try to download them on my MP3 players. I got 4 MP3 players in the van and 1 for when I'm mowing grass, and I need to put some of these songs in on them MP3 so I can play them all the time. I got a CD player in my van. You can't hardly buy a new vehicle anymore with a CD player. They're a thing in the past. Everybody wants albums. But anyway, this was Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Dirt on My Diamonds Volume 2. That was pretty good. This is I've been listening to these guys lately. This is 2 of theirs. The Red Clay Strays. They're kind of like, if there was a gospel-y, and not real gospel, but they do have gospel messages in it. If Leonard Skinner and gospel, maybe Blackberry Smoke a little bit, good southern riff sound to it, good storyline with their lyrics and stuff. But I like these guys. They're actually was supposed to be coming to, y'all need to check out their videos. I can't really play any of their music on my videos because of copyright stuff. You get copyright strikes and they will shut your channel down. But these guys were coming to Athens, I think, sometime in the next week or 2. I just didn't have the money to go, but it was them and 2 other acts. I think Zach Top, which I've heard of, and then another guy that was on American Idol or something. And they're also supposed to be at the casino in Cherokee. But anyway, y'all need to check out the Red Clay Strays. Kenny Wayne Shepherd is always good in his own right. What else did I bring out here? Oh, Radiohead, because I like that song Creep. This was the best of Radiohead. I never did get into Radiohead a lot. Most of their other stuff is just, I don't know. I just wasn't interested. But once I heard that song Creep, I can kind of relate to it. The feeling that you get when you got depression, I get it. So I like that song. And this one is Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox. If y'all have ever seen Postmodern Jukebox on YouTube, they do covers of popular songs. This was I don't remember if this was volume 1. No, this is Essentials. This has Creep on it. Yeah. But they do all kinds of popular songs. Can't think of none. There's Sweet Child of Mine. I'm just glancing over it to see what I know. Yeah, Creep was the reason I bought that. But anyway, they get different, not musicians. Well, they do have different musicians from time to time, but mostly they get a different singer to do songs, and they do it in a jazz style usually. So they're different, but they're good. They add a little rock sound to jazz or something. Sometimes some of their songs is a little bit too jazzy. I've never been a big jazz fan, but some of the songs they do, actually, they pull it off. Like there's 18 songs on there. I probably like 4 or 5 of them. I mean, that's worth buying a CD for. But anyway, so we need to kind of wrap this up and call it a video. And I might just pop this one out there just like it is, because it's just me being real, talking about what I feel. And right now, I'm feeling bad vibes towards some crappy neighbors. What would y'all do with neighbors like this? I've told some of the things they do, but I mean, even right now when I went out there a while ago, I don't remember if I mentioned this, I went out there and I back up if I'm, depending on which way I come through. Lots of times I'll back up the drive and come back here to the shop, which is where I'm at now. Well, if I'd have backed up a while ago without looking behind, the kids has got a scooter, because the kids play in my yard all the time. So I'm waiting on them to fall down and sue me, and I'll lose my house to them. Then we have 2 houses full of Mexicans here. They'd be like 380 of them then, I guess. They're trying to get the whole block. But anyway, does sound like I'm racist, but these neighbors are really, really pissing me off, y'all. Y'all have a good day. I'm going to try to. It's Super Bowl Sunday as of the recording of this. I might post this because there ain't going to be a whole lot of editing content to this. It might have to make a thumbnail. Is that what I'm calling it right? I forget words. It's sometimes I'm just talking along and rambling along, and my brain was really confused right after that wreck. I couldn't remember a lot of stuff. Now I forget just randomness. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was telling me that their dad had passed away this last year, and I said, "Oh, mine did too." And I was honest, but then this morning when I woke up, because I don't get but 3 or 4 hours of sleep every night, I wake up about 3 o'clock because I can't sleep, even with sleeping meds. But it hit me. I told that lady that my dad died last year. It was the year before last. Last year was so bad, I can't remember things. I still remember how to do some of the work, electrical stuff I work on and dental equipment I work on, but I feel like reality's slipping away from me. You don't want to see me up that close. That is scary stuff right there. Make your TV or phone crack. But anyway, I do appreciate y'all stopping by. I know you only watched the first 30 seconds and clicked it off, but for those of you that stuck around, you win a invisible prize. Thank you. Thumbs up me, like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and we will talk to y'all some other time. Y'all have a good day and go watch the Super Bowl or whatever makes you happy, but don't disturb your neighbors. It's not nice to be an asshole. Bye now.